In part one of this series, we travel to the small town of Weiser, Idaho, to regale in the Wild West beginnings of Walter Johnson's baseball career. Now, let's travel just a mere 14 miles south to the town of Payette, Idaho, where, on June 29th, 1936, Harmon Clayton Killebrew was born. Now, I know I have mentioned this on some of my other videos, but the main reason Killebrew is near and dear to my heart, besides being an amazing Hall of Fame slugger for my beloved Minnesota Twins, is my family is from Payette and the surrounding farm towns of southwest Idaho. In fact, most of my family came from or are still living in the small towns mentioned in the previous Walter Johnson video, towns like Payette, Parma, Nampa, Caldwell, and of course, Boise. My great uncle went to high school with Harmon and his older brother Gene. My grandfather, who lived in neighboring Parma, regaled my dad and I with stories that this tank of a kid named Killebrew would destroy him whenever they played football. That's right. Harmon was a football player, and a very good one. In fact, he was really good at football. His plan was to play football for the Oregon Ducks after he graduated. But then word got out about his prowess with a baseball bat and the moonshots that bounced off his bat. Harmon always loved baseball, but never counted it as his best sport. He grew up as a young boy playing at Walter Johnson Field in Weiser, the very field I was at on part one of this video. But it wasn't until the legend of his prodigious home run shots were told to Idaho Senator Herman Welker that baseball became who Harmon truly was. You see, Senator Welker had many good friends in Washington, D.C., one of which just happened to be another senator of another kind, Clark Griffith, owner of the Washington Senators Baseball Club. Mr. Griffith's interest was piqued, and he decided to send his farm director, former Senator's third baseman Ossie Bluege, to the sleepy Idaho farm town to check out what this third baseman Killebrew kid was all about. And that, well, again, as they say, the rest is history, and for another story on another video. Harmon's legacy is still alive and revered today in his hometown. When I traveled here back in October, there was evidence of that all over. From the Payette High School field named after him, to the street that bears his name, to the field that was built in his honor after he passed in 2011. A field made of soft rubber for special needs kids who can enjoy the game of baseball without the fear of injury. I was also able to visit his grave and pay tribute to Payette's favorite son and my favorite baseball player of all time. But I want you to consider this amazing fact. Only 18 minutes separate the genesis of Walter Johnson's legacy, one of baseball's greatest pitchers, from the birthplace and childhood home of Harmon Killebrew, one of baseball's greatest home run hitters. Seriously, how crazy is that? But even crazier still when you consider that two small farm towns along the Snake River in southwest Idaho produced not only two of the greatest players in baseball history, but they played for the same organization just 30 years apart. Thank you, Idaho. Now, let's look at some of my favorite Harmon Killebrew relic cards. All right, so I thought for this portion of the video, since I've done this in the past with my Killebrewing series of videos, I would showcase a specific part of my Killebrew collection, and one that I haven't done yet are my modern day relic cards. And there's one in particular that really ties in well with this part two, looking at Killebrew and his Idaho roots. And I saw this card, and it wasn't expensive, but it was perfectly encapsulating in exactly what his young days in Idaho were all about. And I wanted to show that one off first as far as these relics go. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Yeah? No? Maybe? This is a high school picture of him from basketball, his basketball days. And it says, you know, it's game used. This is, eyes work with me. 2010 Panini postcards, 54 out of 100. And this is straight out of his high school days and a picture from his yearbook. Senior year basketball team, Payette High School. How cool is that? So I wanted to start off the showcase with that one, for sure. And then any Minnesota Twins dream relic card would be this one. This is a quad relic. So we've got Kirby Puckett, Harmon Killebrew, Paul Molitor, Tony Oliva. That's 3 Hall of Famers, and Mr. Oliva, hopefully someday, deservedly so, will be the 4th. That's a pretty sweet card. Okay, so next I'm going to show just a couple cards that I have of relic cards of Topps Tribute, one of my favorite series of cards that Top has done. 2003, this is the Perennial All-Stars. Love that refractor shine. Relic card there in the corner. First All-Star season, 1959. Just a gorgeous, shiny relic. And then this is from 2011. This is Topps Tribute Quad Relic, 13 out of 20. Some more shine for you. Nothing wrong with the shine. So I thought that was a beauty. So there's a couple from Tribute. Next, have a couple of relic cards that I love from Panini, National Treasures. And first we're going to have from 2014, just a clean looking card. Remember that on 99? Harmon Clayton Killebrew. Just a really clean, good looking card. And then here is Panini's favorite shot of Killebrew. They use this photo in multiple shots of him. Get that to zoom in a little better. Focus, sorry. And yeah, so this is from 2017, numbered out of 99 as well. A very well-used picture of Mr. Killebrew for Panini. So there's a couple of National Treasures. And then wanted to show a couple of cool Topps Heritage cards. This first one is from 2019. And this is of a postage stamp from 1970. This is numbered out 5 out of 50. Actually, the back's really cool, so I'm going to show that as well. Get your stamps here. Very cool. And then from 2020 Heritage, homage to 1971. There was a genuine 1971 U.S. nickel. And this is numbered out of 15. This is actually a birthday card for me, 7/15. Killer adds more RBI and walks titles. He walked a lot. Not usually a stat that you hear or very glamorous, but he did. He struck out a lot, but he also walked a lot. And he also hit a ton of home runs. So lastly, I'm going to show a series that I'm very, very fond of. And these next three, cards are from 2004 Upper Deck. And this is the Ultimate Game Materials. I just love the aesthetic of these cards. So this is the first one. And this is numbered out of, pardon me for a second, 99. Second, we have numbered out of 75, Ultimate Game Patch from 2004 Ultimate Collection. Look at that duel. Love it. Just really like the style of these cards. And then numbered out of 20. This one's got a little foil shine to it. Nice jumbo thick jersey patch there. Beautiful card. Big fan of these. So there's those. And then the last two I'm going to show you are from Upper Deck as well. These are from 2005. So next year's version. And this is Harmon sharing the card with his fellow Hall of Fame teammates, Rodney Klein Carew. So you know I love this card. A big Carew collector as well. Dual patch, 18 out of 99. 2005 MLB Artifacts. And then what could possibly make that card better? Oh, I don't know. How about a dual signature of the same card? Numbered out of 10. With the little foil shine. There we go. Just look at that. On card auto. Harmon Killebrew. Rodney Klein Carew. Dual signature. 2005. Upper Deck. So there I have it. Just wanted to kind of integrate a little of my Killebrew series into this part 2 of the Walter Johnson Killebrew journey that I was on. So hopefully you enjoyed these relic cards, part of my Killebrew collection. Thanks for watching.